Housing providers, landlords in the state of New York. As you know, the New York State budget is late once again. It looks though that it will pass into law the first week of May 2023. In that over 400-page, yes, 400-page budget document, there's $391 million being set aside for the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. Now, many of you landlords are saying, finally, I'm going to get the rent that my tenants owe me. Those pending, provisionally approved, under review, ERAP applications are finally going to get through, and I'm going to get my money. Also, many tenants and landlords are now going to say the Emergency Rental Assistance Program online application portal will be reopened since its closure of January 20th, 2023, for more tenants and landlords to apply for that $391 million. Now, why did we reopen, you're saying? How can it reopen? In a video that we did late last year, an agreement was reached between the Legal Aid Society and the state of New York and the New York State Supreme Court that if New York State put any money into the ERAP program, that the portal will be reopened. Now, at the end of this video, you can watch that production that we did regarding that agreement reached with the Supreme Court. But we have news for all of you. For you landlords that are saying, I'm finally going to get my money that these tenants owe me, we are here to tell you that is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. For those tenants and landlords who are saying the ERAP application portal will be reopened, I'll get my money. For those tenants saying, yes, ERAP is being reopened, that means I can apply, I can't get evicted for months, I don't have to pay my rent. Hallelujah, yes, I don't have to worry about my rent. We say to all of you that the emergency rental application online portal will not be reopened. So now, all of you are in a state of confusion. What is Matt talking about? We can't get any of that $391 million. The ERAP application online portal is not going to be reopened. So what's going to happen with that $391 million? Well, here's what's going to happen with it. About 99% of that money is going to go to the New York City Housing Authority, NYCHA, New York City Housing Authority. That was founded in 1935, and right now they provide public housing for about 178,000 apartments in New York City. Now, right now, as of end of April, beginning of May 2023, NYCHA is due them in rent to the tune of close to or a little over $500 million in back rent that their tenants owe them. Now, when you look at who lives at NYCHA, New York City Housing Authority, and who can qualify, they have a chart that is based upon income. And the family size on this chart goes from a family of 1 up to a size family of 15 people. To even think that they would consider 15 people living in an apartment in New York City Housing Authority is inconceivable. A family size of 15 is inconceivable. But I guess they've had that happen before. Now, they look at the income of one person. That one person qualifies to live at NYCHA if they make $200 shy of $75,000. Most New Yorkers do not make $75,000 a year. If any one of them outside of New York City went to the Department of Social Services, Section 8, or any agency that would assist them in paying their rent and say, I make $75,000 a year, all of those agencies would tell that individual, you are way over income to even be considered to get assistance from us. Now, to satiate your curiosity, the income for a family of 15 to qualify for living in public housing at NYCHA is $200 shy of $201,000. Now, as of April 2022, here's some startling statistics that would make your blood boil and your blood pressure hit the ceiling. The average income of a family living in NYCHA is a little short of $25,000. Okay, that's understandable. But here's the point, here's the part that would kill you. Is that a lot of these dwellings at NYCHA have utilities included. The average rent for a family at the New York City Housing Authority is, as of April 2022, $542. Are you kidding me? $542 and you're behind in rent? You have so much money owed to that authority to the tune of over $500 million when rent's only $542 on average? Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. Now, here's another statistic. There are 43.5% of the families living in the public housing in NYCHA are working. So where's the other 56.5%? They're obviously not working. You can't be kind of working, maybe working, it's either working or not. So that other 56.5%, where's the money coming from? Pensions, SSI, SSD, where's it coming from? Now when you live in these complexes, housing, public housing, 30% of your income is dedicated to the rent. Now if you're not working at all, you pay $0 in rent to live there. So if you're not working at all and you don't pay any rent whatsoever, it's inconceivable. Or 43.5% of these families are working and the rent's only $542. Can someone from NYCHA explain to us, the landlord advocates, and everyone watching, how the hell do you get to the tune of over $500 million behind in rent? How does that happen? Now here's another one that kills me. And will irritate you as well. The average duration of time for an individual, a resident to live in the New York State Housing Authority is almost 25 years. What does that say? That these people actually are living comfortably, living pretty damn good, when they can live in public housing for 25 years. How do they not graduate to a better life? How do they not better themselves? Well, why should you when you can live in New York City Housing Authority for $542? Now, here's another point that will eat you alive as it did me. It made me very angry to know that in 2022, the city marshals executed this amount of warrants of eviction on families in the New York City Housing Authority. How many warrants do you think that they executed of eviction to get tenants out of the New York City Housing Authority? Now remember, there's 178,000 apartments. 20,000, 50,000, 10,000. How many do you think that they executed of warrants of eviction in the New York City Housing Authority in 2022? Are you ready? Are you ready for this number? Stop drinking, stop eating, sit down, because you're going to pass out when you find out that the number of warrants that were executed of eviction in the New York City Housing Authority was a total of 5. Just 5 warrants of eviction. Are you sensing that I'm angry? Yes, I am. So you're asking New York City taxpayers to pay $391 million and then some in order to kind of catch up with what rent is owed. Now, mind you, the New York City Housing Authority, under their own estimates, will need about $40 billion to put their dwellings into a state of habitability, repairs. $40 billion. Well, of course that's going to happen when the average rent is $542 a month and you owe over $500 million in rent that these tenants owe you. and they're not getting any money, and you only have 5 families tossed out of NYCHA in 2022? This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy, and why New York State is in the shape that it's in. Now, again, in a nutshell, the $391 million, about 99% of that, is going to the New York City Housing Authority. You will not see any of it. The good news is that the ERAP application portal online will not be reopened, so the tenants cannot go in front of the judge and say, I applied for ERAP, I can't get evicted, even if I owe rent money. That's not going to happen. So hopefully the evictions will continue through. These tenants who have not paid rent for months and months on end will get the hell out, so you can recover your property and hopefully get tenants in that will pay the rent to you. We ask, leave comments. Let us know what you think about what we just shared with you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share it with others. Hit the like button. It will let YouTube know that you like what we just shared with you. And until then, take care.